So 2024 has come and gone, and I ask myself, are we better for it? It has been a crazy year for myself and for the world in general. But this video is about the goals that I set for myself and to have a nice little chill yap session full of reflection. This year was a big transition for me, graduating film school and trying to re-emerge into this ever-changing industry of photography and filmmaking. But towards the end of last year, I had a massive reignition of love for these art forms, especially photography. And I had made YouTube videos in the past throughout my semesters, but trying to juggle personal projects, assignments, and work was definitely a struggle, especially trying to find time for photography and YouTube. And with that said, I am proud to see that goal come to fruition. This year has been my most active photography year since 2019. And I've posted a new piece of work I've made to social media every day for the first time since 2018. It has been a joy sharing these images and connecting with this large photographic film community. And I have a lot of different ideas and series for the new year, but those are still in the lab right now, so you're all just gonna have to wait. So for now, I'm just looking to highlight my favorite images of this past year through the two series that I've mainly started, which is POV Photo Fun and the film vlogs. So without further ado, here are my 10 favorite images in no particular order because that's just too much work. Number 1, The Point. July 30th, 2024, The Well, Toronto. This is the first one that I'd like to highlight from the year. Now, this isn't the most spectacular image I've taken, and there's things I wish I did differently, but it's about the moment that led up to this image, and the inspiration that spurred from this moment. Just having fun with photography with my girlfriend, trying different things, and seeing how I can share that fun and love of photography with others, directly led to the series POV Photo Fun. Point, please. Oh, I got it. Oh my gosh, she pointed. Oh my god. Photography is so fun, guys. Yes, photography is so fun, guys. Number 2, Homies on the Danforth. August 17th, 2024, Danforth Avenue, Toronto. This shot was so easily within my top 10. This was in the era of 2024 where I was carrying around an 80-200 f2.8 with me everywhere. But the vibe that this captured was exactly what I was going for. That late afternoon, summertime vibe, everyone's out enjoying the weather. Maybe you're passing a spliff or a beer between your friends. Just beautiful. And then the foreground elements framing the subject with the tree and the people walking, and then the layers of the frame. It all just works together and creates such a beautiful moment. Number 3, Double Shade. August 17th, 2024, Danforth Avenue, Toronto. Love the composition of this shot, especially with the line work directing your attention straight to the subject. And again, just capturing that summer vibe. This one's a little bit different. This one's kind of capturing that oppressive heat from the sun where you need shade at all costs no matter what. And I remember I was sweating my balls off this day, but it all made it worth it in the end, carrying that heavy ass lens. Love the way this image came together. Number 4, Look Up. August 18th, 2024, Medina Avenue, Toronto. I really like this shot of my first roll of Phoenix 200. This was a film stock that I immediately fell in love with the colors when I got the scans back. And I just love the decision I made to shoot in Chinatown. I feel like the colors and the atmosphere really fits together. The other thing I love with this shot is the composition and the trio of the guy in the background, the subject, and the way he's framed between two other pedestrians on the street. And I just wanted more time to highlight this image. Number 5, Girl Boss. August 19th, 2024, Bloor Avenue, Toronto. The other moments that I really wanted to highlight from this Phoenix 200 roll was this insanely cinematic vertical frame. The timing as she's exhaling in that instance. This roll was all about the morning rush and everyone preparing, doing what they need to do before work. And I feel like this frame just captures it perfectly. The way that she's getting ready to leave, the light hitting her through her glasses, the framing of the foreground elements, fitting her perfectly in the frame. I just love this image overall. Number 6, Still Here, Still Waiting. October 21st, 2024, Roncesvalles, Toronto. The moment I received the scan back for this image, I knew I loved it. The way the light leaks just frame the subject and the little pattern and pops of red throughout the frame just tickles a certain part of my brain. It was only after I was editing this video I realized on the website it suggests that you actually tape the film door on the back of most film cameras that reminds you what film you have in the camera to avoid light leaks. But I'm glad that I made that mistake because it led to one of the best happy accidents of the year. Just love this image.
Number 7. Above the Flags. September 25th, 2024. The CNE.
This is definitely in my top 10 as it captures one of my favorite things to photograph. The evening golden hour during the summer and any sort of carnival photography I just love. The atmosphere is so perfect. You have all the lights, the crazy rides, the people, and all the food stalls. There's just so many moments to capture. I loved this moment because it's so calming. There's just like this little moment above all the chaos. And then I love capturing flags. I think they're so cinematic. So the way the flags frame the two subjects is just perfect.
Number 8. Among the Fallen Leaves. November 8th, 2024.
Taylor Creek Park, Toronto. The fall season was really good to me with a lot to choose from. So I have to choose at least 2. The first one is this beautiful, breathtaking landscape. And I just love the peachy oranges you have throughout the frame. The other thing that I really love in this frame is the scale. I love how small the subject feels in this sea of leaves. It all just really comes together and there's so many details that I get pulled into every time I look at this image.
Number 9. Lady in the Leaves.
November 8th, 2024. Evergreen Brickworks, Toronto. This shot is a bit of a sleeper for me. I don't even really remember taking this image. But to be fair, I was coming down with the flu on this day and I had shot like 3 separate times throughout the day. So it's all really just a blur to me. But coming back to this roll, this image always stands out. I think it's clear and one of my favorite techniques is framing. And I love the way the leaves frame the subject here while also blocking all the busyness in the background. Also, the way the leading lines direct you to the subject just really makes this image fit together like a puzzle, and I love it so much.
Number 10. A Goddess in the Woods. October 17th, 2024.
Taylor Creek Park, Toronto. This last shot, I wanted to highlight something I shot off camera, away from YouTube. This is a portrait of my lovely girlfriend, and I just really want to highlight the beauty of this frame. I used to shoot only portraiture. That was my main focus for the longest time. But as I moved more and more into a video world, that kind of shifted my focus away from that. But this was really a reignition of my love for portraiture. It helps having a hot girlfriend who can model for you whenever you need. This was shot in the middle of October, and you would have me believe this is the middle of summer. The way the light is trickling through the leaves and hitting her face and her cheeks and her hair is so perfect. And her eyes are just killer. The dirty frame with the foreground elements right in front of the lens also just make this shot so dreamy. And honestly, this whole set is so dreamy, so I might as well show you some more images from this roll. This transitions us into some honorable mentions of the year. Photos that I took off camera and rolls that I think just deserve a little bit extra love. This first one is a roll of portraits, again of my lovely girlfriend, here at the Art Gallery of Ontario in Toronto. I just love the way the hard contrasted window light in these frames is hitting the background and her face. And I just think the brown tones look so good on Cinestill 400D. This next honorable mention was from around July and is a shot of the Burlington waterfront. Again, framing's just on point, and the sweetness of the subject is just something I adore and always love in my photographs. Last honorable mention is from late August in Wasaga Beach, Ontario at a Carr meetup. This roll was filled with amazing images. Obviously, you have beautiful lights and amazing car bodies with their cool curves and compositions, and amazing car interiors as well. But this shot is my favorite. Just the way the subject is turned on a 45-degree angle, and the two other cars framing the subject perfectly,
just makes it look so majestic. This was a really fantastic year for myself, photography-wise, and I'm really proud of living up to the challenge that I set for myself at the beginning of the year. Looking ahead, I have so many ideas on different types of content I want to try out and how to diversify the videos on my channel. I have so many interests outside of photography like music, urban infrastructure, gaming or basketball, or whatever else some random niche pops up on my For You page. But I would just love to find a way to connect all of these passions for myself together and include it on this channel. I want to thank everyone who supported me over this year, and I am really excited for the 2025 ahead and what we can do together. As always, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down in the comment section below, or feel free to message me on Instagram at whoiscameronrollins. And for the last time of 2024, I just want to remind you, I have my Dehancer affiliation, and if you're into film emulation and you're trying to break into that world of color grading, down below you'll find a link to Dehancer, my review of Dehancer, and you can use CAM2024. That's my affiliate code to get yourself a little bit of discount. But otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.